Although I missed a consideration, this is my battle. Dragonite is a beast, something that might be proven wrong in this battle. So I start off with my usual trick scarf, which you've all grown to expect, against the lead Dragonite. Now I had no idea what this would do, so I just tricked at random. And luckily I managed to put the scarf on a Blissey, which completely cripples it, because Scarf Blissey is not going to sweep anyone. The Thunder Wave here, I think I played it quite well. I used it as an opportunity to U-turn in, meaning that something can get in undamaged. The paralysis doesn't matter. So I managed to bring in my Choice Band Infernape without getting statused or damaged, which is really nice. And I go straight for the U-turn, simply to scout, knowing no one's going to keep a Blissey in against Infernape. So with Stealth Rock and U-turn combined, that does a nice healthy chunk to his Dragonite, allowing me to bring my Magneton, which is Scarfed. I was hoping he'd stay in, thinking he'd kill it, because Magneton only has 70 base speed and no one seems to expect it to be Scarfed, but he makes a clever move and switches to Blissey, and I do nothing. So I bring in Uxie, in case he uses Thunder Wave again, and because I generally just use Uxie as to scout moves, and go straight for the U-turn, as it'd be very dull if he stayed in and walled me forever. And in comes Fortress, which is a big threat to my team. Luckily, for some baffling reason I Thunder Wave first before U-turning. Don't know why I did that, probably expected some sort of sweeper to come in, but that's a bit irritating. I was very, very tentative about switching in my Magneton, because in the battle before this, someone hit my Magneton with Earthquake, Fortress Earthquake my Magneton as it came in, it died horribly, it was very disappointing. So I bring in Brute Root. I don't want to give away Hidden Power Fire, so I Leech Seed on the switch. Then he doesn't make a switch, so I go, oh, he's staying in, and then I go for the Hidden Power Fire. And in comes Blissey. So I give it away and don't manage to kill Fortress, and he spins away my rocks. So that was pretty disastrous for me. Hidden Power does nothing to Blissey, obviously, and I bring in Uxie again. And this time, I'm clever enough to U-turn straight away on the switch. I don't know why he doesn't stay in and wall me, but I don't think he knows my moveset yet. And this time I get to bring in Magnezone and kill Thori easily. Oddly, he takes ages to make a move here, despite the fact he has no option but to die to Hidden Power Fire. Boom! So that's a real good coup for me, getting rid of his Spinner and his Spiker in one move. And yeah, that really played off well for me. In comes his Gallade, which is an essential Pokemon, keep an eye on it. And I switch in Uxie just to take a bit of punishment. He Sword Stances on the obvious switch. And I go straight for a Thunder Wave, surviving Night Slash by the slimmest margin. Crippling Gallade as a sweeper, although not full on, as the case may be. And then I just stay in and die to close combat. So the score's currently 5-5. So I bring my Infernape to threaten it out or possibly kill it. I'm too pussy to go for U-turn and risk it hitting someone in close combat, so I go for the Flare Blitz, which is enough damage to finish off his beastly Dragonite. So with that dead, I'm locked into Flare Blitz, and in comes Heatran, which is an evil bitch. I bring in my Slowbro for the fire resist and general bulk. He Earth Powers and gets a special defense drop, which actually ends up being quite significant, because otherwise I would have stayed in, slacked off. But instead I'm forced to switch. I pray that he was Scarfed here, and switched to my Levitating Skarmory. Not often you switch a Skarmory into a Heatran, and then I use this opportunity for some spikes, while super fast Blissey paralyses me. Now when it comes to the second layer, I did think, honestly, about Whirlwinding, which would have been an infinitely better move, but then I decided that I really wanted to get a few layers up, because there's been a lot of switching, and it's been a reasonably equal battle, and I want to gain that edge. So Rasputin comes in to take another Earth Power, as it turns out, although I definitely expected a Fire Blast, but I didn't have the cojones to stay in. Now Slowbro's on absolutely critical health, which is very decisive later on, but I can bring in Clangers on the Scarfed Earth Power and get my third layer up. Now here, I mispredict and go for the Whirlwind, assuming he's using that as a means of getting Heatran back in. This Aromatherapy cures the paralysis on Gallade, in case you've forgotten, which is absolutely essential at the end of the match. I bring in Empoleon, and here's where it all goes horribly downhill. So for some reason I think this Empoleon is spexed. I have no idea why, I just assume it is. So I bring in my after Magneton dies horribly to its Surf. I was expecting a bit of a coup and an instant kill there, but instead Magneton doesn't take the Surf and dies horribly. It's a little bit annoying. So bring in Venusaur and stupidly Leech Seed this wall/specs Empoleon, not the standard sweeper, which I think costs me the game. So now it's setting up, and I have no choice but to Leaf Storm its subs until we get to the stage where its Battaya boost activates and it rips me a new anus. So you can see me Leaf Storming on the screen. I'm hoping I can manage to get out without a sub in order to pull off a Mach Punch from Infernape to finish it. And here I thought I could get in before the Battaya activates and Whirlwind it out, but that doesn't quite work out as planned, and Skarmory dies quite uselessly. So here I just completely misplay this section, and a very powerful sweeper gets to set up, and I lose several Pokemon. Now I bring in Brute Root, assured of defeat, and go for Leaf Storm. But Brute Root, being the monster that he is, he actually survives the Battaya boosted Ice Beam, and pulls off a Leaf Storm on the sub. I'm getting a bit excited at the moment, because I think maybe I can win this back. So I imagine he's feeling that it's completely in the bag, not knowing that Infernape has Mach Punch to save the day. Yeah. So Venusaur's out, I bring in Infernape. Mach Punch, yeah! Infernape totally saves the day, just him and Slowbro are left now. And out comes the no longer paralysed Gallade. Now I need to Mach Punch, I can't close combat. I'm locked in with a band, and the Scarfed Heatran would kill me. So I switch in Slowbro for the Life Orb damage on Gallade. Then I pray that somehow Mach Punch will kill Gallade, and then I'd be able to sweep, taking out his half-dead Blissey and half-dead Heatran with Mach Punch. Unfortunately, it doesn't kill by a measly amount, and Infernape's destroyed, and my misplay at the end costs me the game. That was a really good battle, guys. Really nice guy. Thanks for watching.